Take your seat amongst the fellas on the bed here. There's Mama. She's in heat here.
Oh.
She's getting.
She horny.
The mama.
She's the mama.
Yeah.
She's the mom of all the cats.
She's birthed at least how many of the cats in this house?
She's birthed 3 litters.
3 litters. Two of which survived.
Who's the father?
All of them.
all of the whatever
The
cats
neighborhood.
are outside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
the
they-
neighborhood. We've
she's-
seen like walking down the street.
Yeah.
I've seen a cat. I'm like, oh, is that Junior?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
just a big cat that looks like.
Yeah.
Junior.
When we were like
sounds-
walking up and down the street, because we saw one cat and we were like, "Is that Junior?" It's like, "Oh, that's Junior's dad." And there was another one. I was like, "Is that Stewie's?" Like, "Oh no, that's Stewie's dad."
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my god. I know a cat like that in the comedy community. I'm not gonna say
We get
who,
into
but
beef. Do we get into hard drama, dude? Off the bat.
oh, that's me. I'm willing to take it, but that's okay. No comment from you guys. It's all good.
No, it's I feel like a lot of the drama talk I feel like we do before and after the pod. During the pod, I'm in character, baby.
This is my character on the pod. I only talk pod. I only talk trash on pod. You see me actually like talk about it in person. After this, like when it's before the pod or after, I don't really say much. I guess I don't know if that's a good quality, but at least you have it captured on 4K.
The pod is for the world, you know.
Yeah.
And so the world knows.
Exactly.
We're broadcasting to all like what did we get on the My Chemical Romance episode? Like 87 views.
Well, that's good.
We got 87
On the My Chemical
on
Romance.
YouTube or on
YouTube.
Spotify.
YouTube.
Oh, that's not
Spotify
bad.
was like 11.
Hell yeah.
That's
But
to be
you-
expected though.
We got that video I told you we got 11,000 views on predicting the death of
Damn.
Charlie Kirk.
Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
on
really
on
good.
Instagram.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That
dude.
was, dude.
This is the first pod after the event.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because we did the other
Oh
pod
my
the day
God.
before or
Yeah.
something, right?
True. So we're late. We're gonna be late to this one. We're early
Yeah.
to one thing, but late to this.
Yeah, this is not gonna come out for another week.
Another week.
I'm
yeah.
sure it'll still be on the news cycle by then.
Oh,
yeah.
certainly.
Probably not
1,000%.
nearly as prevalent, but
Or they'll just kill. Everybody gets back to the Epstein files.
Well, I don't know. Everyone's still on the like who's the real shooter and everything. I think it's gonna be pretty talked about until like the trial that's probably not gonna happen because the kid's gonna die.
Somebody's gonna kill him. Donald Trump is gonna kill him.
Yes,
you know?
dude,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Like he's like,
Are you conspiratorial? Are you guys?
oh brother.
I mean, I see
Hey, this
the-
shows that he has not watched a single episode of this
I just
podcast.
wanna-
It's like, I don't think you really know what a bad day is.
I see the pyramid, so I had to like interject
Oh,
that.
that's pink. That's from Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's in the vinyl.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, conspiratorial.
I mean, I see the
you
Nirvana
don't want to
too.
get this guy started.
Oh man, dude, I've done such a deep dive since I smoke a lot at night before I go to bed, and then all the IG reels are
Reels
popping
gets you.
up with Israel and other. I mean, we don't have to go too deep at all, but I'm in there. I'm in
Yeah.
there. If it's a pair of cheeks, I'm in there.
I just got Darlene on the train.
Oh god. Speaking of trains, where were they going? How many?
But last night I sent Nick this as it was happening. So she was like, she was talking about like some Charlie Kirk conspiracy theories, and she was talking about the little thing that's behind his head that pops up right before it hits him.
Oh, yeah.
So like it's like that's like a shooter from behind. But she was like, did you see this? I was like, yes, I showed you that yesterday. Like I also showed you where the exit bullet is. And then she was like, oh, and she was like, for our next thing we need to talk about is Larry Silverstein.
Oh,
and I was
God.
like, oh, you mean the owner of the World Trade Center? That,
Yeah.
and did all that. And she was like, yeah. And then she started going deeper and started sending me a bunch. And I was like, you're just hitting the tip of the iceberg.
Oh my god.
You know, I'm sorry to steal this. This is not my joke, but emphasis on Berg.
Yeah. no. What I said iceberg. I did like all caps
Oh my
bird.
god. What about the drone? You guys have seen that little?
Yeah, the tiny little drone. Like some people are saying it's a bird, but it's flying like too straight and it's flying upwards. So
And
like,
sideways.
yeah. So I wouldn't think that
Was
would
there
be a
ever
bird.
an explanation for the plane that took off?
Oh,
Have
you're
they been talking about that yet?
Yeah, it's in Tel Aviv right now.
yeah. Like
No,
like
I mean like an official explanation.
that was for the Israeli assassin. Like that was for the actual. It had to have been, unless Charlie Kirk faked everything and it was him flying to Tel Aviv.
He faked 3 gallons of blood gushing out of his neck.
I mean, with a blood pack, like it would make
It's like
sense.
the episode of It's Always Sunny where Charlie's like, I got a touch of consumption. Just vomits blood on that poor lady.
Oh my god! But his neck, it expanded. So I don't know if
Yeah,
You could really
I
pretend.
mean, with Hollywood, there's a lot of special
That's true.
effects that you can do. But I mean, but the only thing that doesn't get me is the way his body reacted. He would have to go through a lot of training for one, and two, like his body did it at the exact time. So like, you would think that there would be some sort of either a reaction before, or as if he was anticipating it, or a reaction after, because if he didn't know when it would come, I don't even know. Like,
Was it
like
shocked?
he would just have to go through a shit ton of training in order to get it at the exact
one of those, you know those guys
time.
at Knott's Berry Farm, the stunt guys, they die. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen those videos?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He has to
I've
be training
seen
with
that.
those. He has to be at Knott's Berry Farm very often.
Exactly. Yeah. And so like, I don't think that it was. I don't think he faked it, at
No,
least.
I think they got him. To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. I think they actually did get him. Like, I'm just saying if, but
We're just walking through like a hypothetical.
yeah, that plane had. And some people were saying like, oh, they were flying his body out to another hospital, which doesn't make any fucking sense because
Another hospital after he's dead.
yeah, like he what like.
So I had to get a second opinion real
He
quick.
still had like brain activity, I'm pretty sure, like once they got him to the car. And everyone's always saying like in that video where they're like carrying his body to the car, they're like, where's the blood dripping down? Where's the blood dripping down? Well, obviously they had something on his neck to stop the
Yeah.
blood from dripping, so that doesn't really hold any water. But there is a guy, when they run back there's a guy standing up on the hill that's like an all white, and he's standing right next to the...
Oh, yeah.
Because there's like a tunnel behind him. That's where they're saying the shooter was. There's a guy standing like just there, and he's just standing there. And
I
like,
heard that they're saying that it's a COVID death. Can you believe that? That's what I heard.
Another one for the books. Charlie Kirk died of COVID-19, dude.
Can I give you my
And
theory?
an
on that?
AR-15 at the same time. I'm like, oh my god.
What's your theory?
I think he died of a fentanyl overdose. That's the only.
Yeah, where's the toxicology report? Where's the toxicology
Yeah, I think we should convict Derek Chauvin of this murder instead. To be honest, I think it was the shooter was Derek Chauvin.
Oh my god, dude. It would make sense.
They're like, Derek, we need you for one last job. He's like, no, I'm retired. I can't do that. And they're like, it's Charlie Kirk. And he turns around.
It's like, no, one last job and then I'm out of the game for good.
God, dude. Yeah. Well, the
But-
conspiracies are pretty crazy. I don't know.
But
Well,
the wound that happened, like with how big it was for sure an exit wound. It was not an entrance.
That makes
wound.
sense.
And in a bunch of frames of it, when his head goes back, you can see blood coming out the side of his head. It's either that or out of his ear.
Huh.
But like if you watch it frame by frame from the frontal view, when his head goes back, you can see it start to pool up red over here, which would make sense if a bullet entered right here, because it'd be small right here, comes down, pops out the neck,
Yeah.
and then...
I'm thinking, you ever seen Big Trouble in Little China? You guys ever see that movie? I was thinking, like, what if, like, so that they hit him in the neck, right? But then the reason why the blood came out of his ear, it was like, what if he died like the guy in Big Trouble in Little China when his face just explodes
I haven't
from
seen-
the inside?
I
You know what I'm talking about?
Kinda
Just
like
fucking everything
JFK?
bursts out. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. But why wouldn't it come out of his other ear?
No, I'm talking about a hypothetical here where his
Oh.
face just gets so big and his head just explodes.
Yeah, dude, his neck just did
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Dude, there
yeah.
was no shooter.
No, I'm saying is that they get him, but then all the blood rushes up here, and then his eyes just fucking, and he just fucking, everything from his, he just explodes.
That's the other thing is like a lot of people are saying like, oh, blood, like the blood coming out of the ear, like that was just blood rushing up so quick. But no, blood was going down. Blood was coming out of his neck and it was escaping his brain.
Yeah.
So like that also doesn't hold any water. And like the way, like when you view the video again and you think about it from the backward angle, which is it's between 2 and 5 o'clock, because they're saying he got shot from 12 o'clock. But if you look at it from being shot between 2 and 5 o'clock, the way that his head goes down and everything makes way more sense.
You know who has a song about blood?
Mm-hmm.
You know who has a song about blood? My Chemical Romance.
Mm.
You ever heard it? You ever heard Blood by My Chemical Romance?
For teenagers, I've heard Helena.
Those two very good songs. Teenager's okay. Helena's a great song. Helena's
I
wonderful.
think you said you didn't like teenagers, right? You were like, this is cool, and then you're like,
It's
"Fuck this song."
okay. Like the Black Parade's too commercial sounding for me. It sounds too like 70s kind of stadium rock for me.
That makes sense.
But
Yeah, so I'm just gonna listen to their most shitty album.
what, Danger Days?
No, the
Yeah,
one
if
that the
you-
one that we did the fucking podcast episode on.
If you don't know, if you don't like My Chemical Romance, believe me, there's way more. There's it could get way worse for you, real quick. You could put something on right now that.
You don't like goth chicks?
Huh?
You don't like goth chicks?
I got a Latina. I'm fine with her. But
Oh, you have a girlfriend?
I do have a girlfriend, yes.
No.
Yeah. What?
You're in love? What the fuck, dude?
This house is not meant for that.
I'll tell you right now, that's certainly true. That's, got me there.
What about you? Do you no?
I think this is the only guy in the house.
Only,
dude.
sir, he's the only man standing. Last man standing,
that is
dude.
true, yeah.
Last
yeah.
man standing.
Because
Oh
like
my
we have a
God.
thing with our friend group is that like all of us can't be single at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, like, and when one of us gets a girlfriend, another one gets broken up
Sure.
with, or it's like a cycle, or like a couple of us have a girlfriend, other ones are single. All of us can't be single at the same time, and all of us can't have girlfriends at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same
Like
time.
there's always one sacrificial lamb cycling.
This theory
through
has
the-
held water for years.
Truly,
It's-
true.
it's
At least like
longer
5
than
years.
that, guys.
And like while what's it called? During the time where we were all single, I was scared. Like I didn't know what was going to happen. Like it was uncharted territory for us. Like I was scared that there was just going to
How
be
long
some
of a period was that?
Like 2 weeks.
yeah,
2
like
weeks?
2 or 3 weeks.
That's not long at all.
Yeah, it was a cursed 2 weeks.
I was scared.
I'm happy that you found a Latina.
Yeah, thank God you saved us, man. You don't know what was about to
dude,
happen.
for real, dude.
Mm.
Like, was that when the ghost stuff started? Like more ghost stuff started happening?
I think
you
I missed the ghost stuff.
In this house?
Oh,
This
yeah.
house is very hot. 18. What year
Or
was
It
it?
was built in like 1901.
Yeah.
Ooh.
1901.
Gets old ass.
The first owner of the house died on the property, if I remember
Mhm.
correctly.
In the garden.
Out in the garden.
Oh, good.
Murder or was it just
Heart
It
attack.
was a heart attack.
Oh, nice. George D. Jones. Heart attack.
He was killed by Israel. Dude.
Yeah, no, it was the vaccine, dude. Come on, get it right. Or
Tuberculosis vaccine.
he took the Johnson and Johnson for TB.
Oh my god.
I got a touch of consumption.
Wait, so who owns so his kids probably own this place, right? Or is it just
So the original owner was George D. Jones. That's why it's called the Jones House. There's actually a thing on the front. There's like a whole placard for him. But so he owned it, and then after he died, because he had a wife and a daughter, but I think his son took it over, and then his son sold it, and then it went to someone else. Or no, I think his son sold it to, I think it was the daughter's husband, I think, and then after that, the daughter's husband sold it to other people, and then like in the 80s was when the stairs outside were built, and when they added the third floor, because it used to just be 2 stories, and then they added the third floor, made this technically like a rental property / apartment type deal. I think it was a hotel for a small time.
a hotel, really?
Yeah.
It was a halfway house for a while, right?
Yeah, it was a halfway house as well, like in the 90s or something. And then the original owners right now bought it in like 2012 or 2013 or something, and then just upgraded everything.
Yeah.
just like
Kurt.
Yeah,
whatever his last name
they
is.
fix up everything. Like they fix up mainly the top 2 floors, like the second floor and the third floor. They mainly fix up. All the stuff down here is mostly like old old shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was definitely a poltergeist or something.
Oh no, the camera just does that. We thought it was a poltergeist
every
first time, too.
13 minutes, right? Yeah, we're at 13 minutes.
Every
yeah.
13 minutes? Oh, my camera does every 30 minutes.
See, I've been trying to
that.
do it, and like, yeah, there's no way to change it. Like for this one, it's every 13 minutes.
It's impossible. There's some cameras that have that setting because the battery overheats.
Mhm.
So because of that,
Interesting.
that's why they only allow it to run that long.
That makes sense, actually.
But since the
It's
camera
weird.
shut off real quick, welcome back to Let 'Em Watch, guys.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
Nice little segue
bringing
there.
it,
is
bringing
Let
it
'Em
to
Watch.
you real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were
No,
you
you're
saying?
good.
Cutting with the camera over here. I'm sorry. I was trying to hit a Let 'Em Watch real quick.
Yeah, hey,
My bad.
let him watch, man. My name's Tristan Andrews.
Riley Adams.
Timmy?
Nick?
And yeah, we're joined today by Timmy. Can we get last name
Oh,
check?
yeah,
Can we get last
Timmy
name check?
Maldonado.
Plug your shit, bro. Plug your shit.
Yeah, so I do stand-up comedy with Riley. We are good friends, and in this community, I also host a open mic at Siki Cafe. I run a show at High Point Brewing, and then I also have my own podcast with 2 of my other buddies, which Riley's been on, and I'm definitely gonna have to get more people on there. But it's called 3 Guys 1 Booth.
Very good
Hell
stuff. Very
yeah.
very fun.
Right.
Very fun pod to do. Very fun.
I'm subscribed. I get all the
Oh, thank you.
notifications whenever you guys put a short out.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, very kind of you.
Yes, sir.
I also
Yes,
subscribe
sir.
to Let 'Em Watch Pod.
Hell yeah!
Uh,
Subscribe, guys.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Like,
like and
subscribe, Spotify,
subscribe.
and don't forget to watch.
Yes.
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 The watch part is the hard part.
No, I've told you this before.
For
Your
all
your,
of it.
your podcast is the premier IE podcast so far.
Thank
You know
you.
what I mean? Definitely, like compared to the other ones, not that there's that many. I don't think, but
I think there's yours, mine, and Andy's.
Mhm.
Is he the guy who runs the Crimson Comedy podcast?
Crimson
Is that
Comedy
it?
Show.
No.
I don't know what that podcast is. I'm just
My
kidding.
apologies.
No, I'm kidding. I'm there's no beef.
It's okay. We can like bleep that part out.
No, you can keep it in there. It's like if he's a comic, he should be able to take jokes. Like, Andy, you better be able to take a joke. I don't really know you that well, but if you take it seriously, my bad.
Yeah, you fucking dickhead.
Yeah, you bald buffoon. Okay,
Yeah, I have no idea who this guy is. I have no connection to him.
he's.
I
heard he's-
do like the little the coffee cup holder that I saw.
Yeah, he
in
got the merch.
kitchen.
He got the merch. We don't have any merch, dude. You have any
Yeah,
merch?
we gotta get some shirts.
No,
Dude, we
I
need
don't.
the stickers.
Mm.
The stickers we need, dude. We need to just put them around downtown Riverside. They're actually at Graham's Barbecue down the street. There's a place for you to put up flyers.
Oh, hell yeah.
So for the comedy thing, that's what I was gonna say is go into businesses and see if they have a flyer board.
Okay.
Put up the flyers.
Yeah.
For the backyard the backyard series.
Very true. Coffee shops, those are good spots to hit. Any tea shops or little bars like the Brick. I think you went to the Brick and dropped one off, right?
Yeah, we got one at Brickwood. We got one at Back to the Grind. Like stuff, places we know that I will like let us carry stuff there.
Yeah. No, dude, your show is so much fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and it's something that I wish I had a backyard to do, but my backyard is fucking weird and.
You have a super nice backyard. Honestly, I wouldn't want to ruin your backyard by bringing some of these these people, these animals.
Some of the guests that have been on this pod, yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine the monsters that we deal with just in your nice backyard? That didn't you and your dad like build that?
Yeah, we built it. Kind of like the Jones, they built this house. We built our own little house, very modern, and I've been living there for like 3 years. I don't ever plan on moving out of that place. Actually, I will probably have to, but
Why?
you never know. What if it like maybe I'm, we're gonna be talking about this movie, about like Daniel Plainview or whatever his journey on becoming this great businessman. Like I see myself hopefully becoming that, and I don't want to. If I live in that place, then people are going to know where I live, especially with all the guests that I've had. I'm like, fuck, dude.
That's a good point. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like personally, I'm not going to go around like if the podcast takes off, I'm not going to go around to people and be like, you know where he lives, right? Like you've got this place, dude.
But some weird guests, like let's say I have some weirdos. I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want them at my house. You
I
never
feel
know.
like Ricky would just drop it casually. He wouldn't even be mean to. He would just be telling someone about it like in a bar, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I know where he lives. If you want to like, hit him up,
I'm gonna go check him out real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few people like you probably have met, maybe had a guest or two on here, maybe not, but I've had one or two where I'm like, I think that was a bad decision. I don't want them in my house.
On the
here.
episodes I've been on, I don't think I've ever gotten any super bad vibes. Who was the first guest we had on?
Chris
It was
Chris Diallo.
Diallo. Yeah,
Shout
he was
out.
fun, eh?
Topher James
Good
on
guy.
Instagram.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of me as well.
Yeah, friend of the fellas, dude.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. There's maybe one, and then there are a bunch of people that, of course, when you have a podcast, and I'm sure they ask you guys like, "Hey, can I jump on?" And I'm like, "Well, it's not. I mean, my podcast isn't even big, but still, like the characters that just see me put a video, thinking that it's something more glamorous, that want to, I guess, jump on. Like, I don't know. Like, I know some of these people are not good people because I have friends of their friends, and they tell me like, "Oh, this guy steals. This guy." Beats women. This guy is a Republican. Like, I'm not gonna have him in my house,
Republican.
I don't think we've had any women beaters on here yet.
Not
I mean,
yet.
unless you guys have like something to tell me.
Nor
Wait a
women.
second.
Nor women.
No,
I mean,
we actually haven't had anyone.
and it's gonna stay that way. Yeah. No. Oh, what's who?
What is this? Let him snatch?
What is this? Let him fucking bitch and moan. This isn't a makeup
You didn't turn on
podcast.
the TV.
Oh fuck! Hey.
Oh my god, I was gonna talk to you guys. Oh, I don't. Well, Nico, of course, he's always here all the time. He did a joke about women.
Oh yeah.
And dude, so funny when we heard it in person. One of my favorite jokes. He did it at CK's, but it's a mainly super woke Democratic crowd. And when they heard that joke, they were like, "No,
Which
thank
joke?
you." I'm not gonna say his joke. Maybe unless you guys want to.
Okay, so I'm not only am I going to tell you the joke, but I'm going to tell him how he should do it.
Okay,
Right, and I
okay.
told him this already. So if I hope
Take
he-
notes.
87 views. Take notes. He,
Hey,
so-
but 11,000 on the
That's
reel.
true.
you know?
True.
We'll make
true,
a reel
true.
about
Very
this.
good point. Oh, okay. So, but anyway, so Nico, so he does a really good act out. Sometimes like a 1950s style. You've seen him right when he's like, "I sent her to the moon." Like he does that, and it's so funny. So what I told him to do, because the way he does the joke is he's like, "Yeah, I was getting high in my room last night," and I was like thinking like, why do men live longer than women? It's like because even God doesn't want to hear them or whatever, right? So I told him the way to do the joke is like. He'll be like, yeah, I was like high in my room last night, and I was just imagining myself as like a 50s style like Rodney Dangerfield comic, and it's like, why do men live longer than women? It's like, because even God doesn't want to deal with that. Because he does the act so well.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I'm waiting for him to do it.
Just tell him that you'll keep the joke. And you do it. I mean, you might as well just be like, "Hey, can I have that joke?" Because unless you do it the right way.
No, because it's his. It's not like my like style. Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
his. Like the act out thing. Like I said, like when he does an act out, like, he's so good with like physical shit. Do you know what I mean? Like just the way he moves and shit. Honestly, probably from skating, but he's so good with that kind of stuff. And he does every time I've seen him do the 50s style because the send him to the moon thing he did at Chatterbox, and I thought it was like hilarious.
Oh yeah, no, Nico, he's so naturally funny. He's so, I don't know if he's aware of it, but he's just himself, and that's
Yes.
what makes him funnier than most people. He just knows who he is. Some people try to
Yes.
be somebody else on
Yes.
stage. Like when I started, I was like, I don't know, a caricature of Mark Normand, but shitty. So now I'm just trying to be more of myself, be present, and just, and you're really good at it too, just being yourself. Like
Yeah.
you're very smart and observational. So when you tell your jokes, people know that you're a smart guy. Like your last joke about the conspiratorial stuff. I'm not going to say your joke either,
No,
but
it's fine.
the way that you went about it, like, with your conversation with your dad, and then
Oh,
you're like,
yeah,
come on,
yeah.
Dad, catch up. It's something else. And that was like so funny. I don't know if you've heard that joke.
I think he was there when I kind of formed it because it was the one where when he was like telling me about it. He's like Abraham Lincoln, Democrat, and I was like, it's so funny. You think it is in Israel? Dude. Like,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and that was good. That was surprising to me because like they're kind of a college crowd, and which I feel like I kind of appeal to because most of my humor isn't like political. I don't think that edgy. And then I said that, and I was like, I don't know, and then they loved it. Dude. I was like, okay, fuck yeah. That was a great night. I don't know why I felt like so comfortable up there. I never thought because you guys have the beam.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd never thought before. I was like, what if I just lean on the beam instead? And I did, and I was just like, bro, this is fire, dude.
Yeah, but you did so good. You it helps out when you have comics like you, Nico, and Nick end the show because people wait to see who's going to be coming up next and who's going to close out the show. And if it was, if the show started off strong and ended off weak, kind of people just remember high points of the night, and it's better to end on a high point at the end of the night too. So
yeah. Who did close out? Was it Big Hobby?
No, no, he didn't go. But even Big Hobby has great energy on stage.
He's good energy. I'll give him that. He definitely has like a lot of the chee-hoo. Like, yeah, see, I can't even do it with the same kind of like.
When are you guys
energy.
gonna have Big Hobby in here? Like you guys talk about Moana.
You said Big Hobby?
Yeah.
This guy I don't think I've met really.
I love Big
Can
Hobby.
you guys like describe him to me?
Well,
He's big. He eats a lot. He's an eater. I'm not even exaggerating.
Do we need to like cater to him on the podcast?
Yo,
just bring him snacks every couple minutes.
He'll eat all the snacks. I've seen him clear out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he cleared out my fridge the last time he came to the podcast.
Oh!
It's pretty. I'm not even lying. Like
No, he's right. He's right.
he's very fat.
When were you there at the improv
Come on,
last time we did the
Javi.
mic there?
Yeah.
When so at one point like him and somebody else, they like walked into the Ontario, what's it called, the mills. They walked into the mills, right? And I just figured I didn't even think about what they were trying to do, and he just walks back out with Cinnabon. Like,
He's always got food. Always. I don't even know where he gets it from. he like at the Ontario Improv, you do a 2-drink minimum. He just gets plates of food.
Yeah, 2
meals. It's pretty wild.
Nick, what was what did
That kind of reminds me of Tim, to be
I was
honest.
just about to know what was it that Tim had in his pocket? What was the food?
It was it Wendy's? I think it was.
No, he pulled something out of his pocket.
He did that too at some point.
Yeah, it was like
But I think it was like maybe like a half-eaten burrito or. Oh my god!
like not even in a
pocket
bag.
food.
He just
Pocket
pulled
food.
it out of his pocket, like just the tortilla, and he just pulled it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, sorry. I did bring you a gift.
Oh,
I would have brought you more gifts. Sorry, guys, but
this
You
is
guys
a
see
gift
it.
for us. This is a.
you guys can share the
gift for
gift. Actually, I did bring you guys. Oh, Riley, you can go for your
just
gift
go for the
first,
gift? Okay.
and then you can pick between the 2 gifts in there.
Oh, what a
Okay.
gift!
Because it's Riley's birthday.
My
And then here you go, sir. You can get the last.
It's kind of hard, actually.
All right.
You know, Timmy. They say that a friend is a gift you give yourself. and in addition to having you on here, this shirt is also a gift I gave to myself. But you did relinquish control of the shirt to me, so for that I appreciate the gift.
Of course. Oh, you actually just push that and it pops open. So you have to push it relatively
Oh.
hard. Oh, you got to keep going. You have to keep pushing slow.
Woo! Aw.
Oh my god!
You know, I'm happy I didn't do it because I would have felt so bad just popping that thing at the very beginning of the pod. And I'm like, oh, by the way, it's going to be a lot of mess.
My room is kind of like the default. It's like the hang room as well. So like it's
I
always.
feel like it's always kind of been that way.
yeah.
Honestly.
If the mess isn't if the mess isn't mine, it's somebody else's.
True.
You know?
I regret doing this.
No, it's okay. No, I don't mind.
It's surprisingly so much confetti
Yeah,
in
that-
that little ball.
yeah, I'm seeing like all the way over there.
Yeah.
Here. Wow.
Yeah, I did it this
geez.
morning, and it was a lot. I was shocked. I was like, "Oops!" and I had to clean it for like 30 minutes.
My bust, guys.
Because your house is very like not I don't want to say minimalist, but it's very like just clean in general. There's not a lot of stuff, so like if you need to clean something up, it's probably you're just gonna kind of go around and see where everything is. This shit, I'm gonna be finding this shit for years now. I'm gonna find this years later.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's a good memory every day. You'd be finding some confetti.
Yeah. Anyways, what movie did you want? Mind you, okay, so I think there was a part where I wanted to be like, it's so funny. You think we're gonna talk about the movie, like, but like, what movie are we doing?
Oh, There Will Be Blood by oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. David Fincher, is that the director's name? Possibly. Boom.
Nope.
Keep going.
What's his name?
Initials.
Oh my, it's not David Fincher. I thought it was David Fincher. Paul.
Yes.
He did Phantom Thread.
Yes.
Paul something. Paul. Oh my gosh, what's the last
Paul. I'm
first
just
letter?
Paul. It is Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Not Paul Anderson. Is it Paul Anderson?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
P.T. Anderson.
P.T. Anderson. That's why I'm sorry. Maybe I threw you off with initials. My bad.
Oh no,
You're by
You're
J.K.
okay.
Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. Yeah, P.T. Anderson. I would say There Will Be Blood is a really like introspective and interesting movie. I think. I don't know. What was the vibe? Was that the first time you
This
saw
is
it?
the
or-
first
It
time
is.
I saw
It
it.
is,
Was
yeah.
this
First
the
time I
first
saw
time.
it,
I think
yeah.
all of us saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Really?
was
Yeah.
Fantastic. I've always heard things about it. I've always seen like that clip of like I've abandoned my child.
Yeah.
But,
I
like,
mostly knew of this movie just from like the reels I saw on
memes,
Instagram.
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so good. The reels. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Like I feel like I've already watched most of this movie on YouTube Shorts. To be honest. Like,
Lots of symbolism.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of
Yes,
symbolism
yes.
throughout the whole movie.
100%.
And it's like, yeah, it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed
So
it.
talk about the most hateful man alive.
oh
dude.
god, dude. It's such
Yeah.
a sinister vibe. The whole movie from everybody.
He was a man at first from the very beginning, but barely. He was, I think, when you first start watching the movie, he's a man who has some kind of emotion and is not completely consumed by his greed, but by the end, he's just all consumed by greed.
Mhm.
Yes.
That is it. And it to the point where it's killing him more than he actually is enjoying the greed.
Yeah.
Because maybe I think about this too deeply, but when I see my journey in comedy or even you, like we are obsessed by this thing, and we're friendly. We're not. We see it as a hobby, and then hopefully one day when it becomes our career, I hope we don't get too consumed by it, where we think that we're just a comic or we're this artist. I'd rather be a real person that enjoys doing this thing and is lucky to do it. Unlike him, because at the end of the movie, even his own son is like, "Hey, Dad, can I start my own business?" He's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
You're
Like,
dead
you're
to
an
me."
orphan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, don't forget your day ones.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
Daniel Plainview forgot his day ones. Man.
He did.
Yeah.
dude.
When I get booked at High Point and I have to slam all my day ones.
You're gonna get booked again?
Yeah,
I'm down.
look, it's a fun show. Like honestly, like, every time I go there, like it'll be like the show will be like it'll maybe be about time to start, and like I'm not gonna lie, there won't be like that much of an audience, and then somehow people do end up filtering in, and every time I've gone there, it's been a good show.
Thank you. Yeah.
Like it's very like yeah.
One day I hope for it to be like your backyard, dude. No, you guys always have people from the very beginning and they stay.
Yeah.
It's so hard, dude. So
Get them to stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think it's, you know, we're very lucky that it is just like a super, like, I feel like a pretty comfortable, you're in a backyard, it's a comfortable environment, you know what I mean? You can chill and, you know what I mean? Like, it's very.
It's a pretty roomy backyard too, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
You get the fences, like it's pretty, like you got the lights up or whatever.
Yeah, we just get very lucky, you know, with
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
It's like a party. It's
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. That's kind of the vibe.
But yeah, so that was the first time you guys watched that movie. I know one of the biggest scenes is, of course, when he feels like he starts to show some guilt for giving his son to a boarding school, and he starts crying in the church, and that part hits me so hard because he's this cold man who has no emotion other than anger, and then you see him start to break for once in that movie.
You see kind of like the cracks start to kind of see.
Yeah,
through
yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot.
Like, he's very performative at first, but as it goes on, like, it becomes real, you know? Like, the emotion.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, because in that scene, I mean, the whole time, the whole reason he's even in that church in the first place, so he
It's
can
just so
buy
he can
up
get
that one
that
guy's
pipe
land.
on
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Just get the pipe, and like, I don't know, when I saw that scene and like he started yelling like, I've abandoned my child, I've abandoned my boy, and everything, he like went straight back into being like
That's true.
performative.
That is very
like
true.
he went straight back into like when they were like baptizing him or whatever, he was making little remarks and shit like
Yeah, I
to-
think he couldn't let that real emotion like seep through, so he had to like default back onto that
Yeah,
character.
yeah, yeah.
So, you know, That's what
Exactly.
I took it as.
yeah, and but then you see he does get his son back. He does like, and then gets him a teacher. And
But
everything
think
like
about
that.
why he gets his son back, right? He only sends his son off after he meets his brother, because you know his son isn't his real son. He's
Yeah.
super arrogant the whole movie, and when he keeps saying my blood in you, your blood is in me, whatever, right? And so as soon as somebody comes along who actually has his blood in them, right, the brother, he sends his son off, and then what happens as soon as the brother he kills the brother, or the fake brother, whatever.
I mean, he
just
didn't
brings
really
his son back.
send his son off for no reason. The son set their house on fire.
No, I know, but I'm saying like he didn't want to. When he found somebody that he could replace the son with that was like more closely related to him.
Exactly,
He's fine to just
yeah.
give, because he wants a prop. Basically, the whole movie he wants like a prop.
Yeah, because when he was bringing his brother around, or his brother, he was like, "This is my brother," you know,
Exactly,
shit like
exactly.
that.
That was very evident.
But like,
yeah.
why did the kid start burning down the house? What was the point of
Do
that?
you think it's more just like acting out, or?
Yeah, he was acting out. I think you could tell that guy was not a legitimate good
Yeah, because
character.
it did show him reading the little the diary,
Yeah.
and so maybe he saw that the diary like ended at a certain time or something like that, where there wasn't any more written, or I don't know. Yeah, he must have saw something in him, because like even when I first saw him, like they heard me, I was like, I don't trust this guy. Like this guy has like.
Bad intentions.
Yeah,
but
bad-
nobody in the movie has good intentions. Not a single
No.
person in the movie has good
Yeah.
intentions, except for like what the
His son.
Paul Dano's.
But that's the only one.
Yeah, true. And then what happens? He just anybody in this movie who does have good intentions just gets punished for it. You know what I mean? The Paul Dano's pussy ass father. And like the son. Really, that's only the only two characters I can think of that are like well intentioned in the movie.
I think this man is the only companion that he has in the entire movie that's consistent is his greed. And so he's trying to figure out, how can I continue to run my my empire when I don't even have a family? And so when he finds out that he has a brother, he's like, oh my God, this is another guy that I can run my empire with. And then he finds out, oh, this guy's not even my brother. So he kills him. And then that's when he realizes, oh my God, I have nobody to replace me. I might as well get my son back.
Exactly,
And maybe,
exactly.
even though he's not really my son, blood related, I value that maybe I can mold him to be me and help me run this empire. Then his son wants to do it, but he's so consumed by his greed where he's like, still, fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
crazy.
like, so you want to be a competitor? And that's like what he said, you know.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose he primarily wants to see his son as like as primarily like an extension of himself.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I'm saying he initially wanted to replace him with the brother because he's like I said, he's very arrogant, and very prideful. So he thinks in his mind that the brother has his blood in him. You're more like me. And then when he finds out he's not, and he kills him, it's like, oh well, the son is like the second best thing I have. You know?
Yeah.
It's tragic, but like there's so much symbolism, like the fire, when the oil catches on fire in the middle of the city, and he's just staring at it, and he's just seeing himself in it, where there's no way that fire is going to die out like him. It's I don't know what the word to describe it is, but
Even kind of like you were talking about, Tristan, when he was burying like his brother or whatever, like in the oil and whatnot.
Yeah, when he
Lots
was
of
when he
little
digging,
touches
when he
like that,
did
right?
dug the hole in the ground, it started to fill with oil.
Yeah.
And then he put the body in there, and he essentially got buried with in the oil. And so it's sort of like his sins. He's trying to bury his sins with the oil. You know, and then
Do you think he's trying to he's trying to bury or kind of fill the sinful void in him with the money and the power,
with the money and the power,
and the greed.
exactly,
Yeah.
because he murder is one of the ultimate sins, and so he throws that body in a pool full of oil essentially, and then covers it up. And so he's covering up his sins, or enveloping his sins, and being okay, justifying his sins with oil and money and being successful.
It's like even in the beginning too, when you watch in the beginning when he kind of he baptizes the baby, with the oil.
Where, he touches his son's with the oil.
I was kind of telling them, I don't know if you've seen Breaking Bad.
No, I've only seen the first season, and then after that, I just for some reason I couldn't get into it, and I
Gotta
haven't.
watch it, dude.
No, because I was telling
the seasons
Yeah.
just get better.
Yeah,
they
really,
just get better until the end. It's
Seasons 2 and 3.
5 seasons?
Yeah,
right?
season 2 and 3 are the best. But I was saying he reminds me so much of Walter White, as a character.
Yes.
It's the same thing. The super prideful, arrogant, ambitious, but to a fault. To where he you know what I mean? It's what's the saying? It's what good is what good is the world if you lose yourself or whatever? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What what good is the world if you lose your soul in obtaining it?
Yeah, exactly. And that was the whole thing. The same thing with Walter, where it's the same thing where he does abandon. He disregards his family, his friends, all because of his own ambition and pride. And that ultimately is, I guess, because what's funny is I kind of like this movie in a way more than Breaking Bad, because he doesn't really have a downfall. He's just going to die a ritual. Sure, he'll be lonely, but he doesn't have a downfall in the way like Walter did.
Yeah, he's an alcoholic. That's maybe his other flaw. Because at the end of the movie, he's just heavily drinking.
Yeah.
Even when he kills his brother, he's drinking.
He, drinks half of that bottle of vodka or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it was, and just
Just hammered.
and then kills fucking Eli.
Yeah.
Dude,
I like how they don't really address that overtly or anything. You just constantly see him with the flask or whatever in his hand, or you
Yeah,
cut to him and
yeah.
he's just passed out drunk on the floor.
Because that was normal, but up until I think the 70s or 80s, it was totally normal to be hammered all day. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And you watch
100%.
Mad Men, dude, they're just fucking gone, the entire episode. And they're still just closing deals, it's crazy.
What year is Mad Men set in? Or
That's-
what time period?
It's 1960 to 1970.
60.
Really?
Yeah. It's because it's supposed to show that social change from how,
I've never seen it.
oh, it's so good.
Damn,
Okay.
dude. There's so many good shows I haven't seen, like Breaking Bad, Mad Men, but I've watched The Sopranos. I've never watched The Wire, but that's a show that I want to get
I
into.
tried to get into The
Yes, I
Wire.
am tried to
I
get
couldn't get
into
past
it.
2 episodes.
Really?
Yeah, everybody
come?
says it's the greatest show ever made, but I've watched a few episodes and something about the cinematography throws me off. It's the same with soap operas, the way
Yeah.
the way that they're filmed is just
Yes.
weird to me. And in most soap operas, there's no music unless drama goes on, But with The Wire, it's the way that it's filmed throws me off. I don't know.
No, it is very
How to
early
explain
2000s
it.
television.
Yeah, but I like early 2000s.
No, but I mean it's we probably like the good early 2000s television. I'm talking about the way it feels cheap almost in a weird way. Do you get what I'm saying?
Sorta, yeah.
It feels very because
Yeah.
TV wasn't really an art form that much until The Sopranos came out. And
Yeah.
right, so there's still a lot of shows though that came out after The Sopranos that are kind of still following that 80s 90s formula. And The
Sorta
Wire
true,
kind of felt like
yeah.
that to me, to be
What
honest.
about Miami Vice, dude?
It's a very fun show. It's a very beautiful show.
I feel even with The Sopranos, I think he was the first. Not is it protagonist, right?
Yeah.
To show some kind of flaw within the first episode, he's killing somebody. He's showing bad character traits, but you somehow find yourself liking this character.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of like the dawn of like the anti-hero protagonist in two.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
everyone took that from like Tony Soprano. I mean, even Breaking Bad,
yeah.
I think there's another show.
Mad Men, Dexter.
Dexter is a big one.
House of Cards.
But with Dexter, like, Dexter never really doesn't do anything to like innocent people. Like he's killing like rapists and murderers.
No, but that's not
and
really what
shit.
anti-hero means. The anti-hero just means like somebody who's not like a traditional hero.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, somebody who's killing fucking other murderers and rapists and shit, I would count as a hero. He just has to hide it because he's a murderer.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why he's not a traditional hero.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still like a serial killer. He just serial kills like.
But
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
but like the whole thing of like an anti-hero is they just do things for their own benefit. They don't do things. I guess
No. All
Dexter would-
anti-hero. Correct me if I'm wrong. All anti-hero
Sure.
means is like just not a traditional hero, like not a traditional white hat type of like.
No, because an anti-hero does things just for their benefit, whether it's in for good or for evil. They don't do anything for specifically good
No,
or
if it's
for
if
specifically
if
evil.
it's for evil, then they would not be a hero. Though.
Well, no, that's the thing is like for Deadpool, for example, like he's the like really a classic anti-hero in comics at least, but he was originally shown as a villain against the X-Men and against Wolverine and stuff. That was like his first introduction, but Deadpool does things for his own benefit or because he finds things funny, whether it's helping the Avengers or helping, the whatever groups of villains there are. Like, he does things for his own benefit. Like, the whole point of an anti-hero is that they do super things or heroic / powerful things, but for whatever their own benefit or plan is. It's not because like a hero does things solely for good, a villain does things solely for evil, but an anti-hero is in between.
No, so for me, it's like I think
mean,
like
the basic breakdown that I seem to be reading here is just like a main character that seems to lack like traditional like heroic qualities.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
whatnot.
That's kind of what I'm saying here, where it's like they might not be like a straight air. Like I would consider like Batman an anti-hero. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
An anti-hero to me is like someone like Superman.
Not Batman.
No. So like an anti-hero to me is like somebody like Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China, right? You know what I mean? Where he's not like a Superman. He's not like a Hercules. He's not like a
He's
traditional.
kind of a bit of like a scoundrel and whatnot.
Yeah. But he's still like doing good things over. He's just not a tradition like Han Solo. Han Solo's an anti-hero. You know?
That's fair.
No, because Han Solo, like maybe like yeah, sure. At the beginning, he was doing things for his own benefit, but ultimately, he started doing things for the side of the Force and for the side of the rebellion, which is the good guys of the movie. But so in that sense, he does become a hero in his own.
But he's not like
sense.
Luke Skywalker. Even when he becomes a good guy,
Of course, he's not like
and
Luke
is
Skywalker,
a traditional hero.
But like I said, anti-heroes do things for their own benefit.
I mean, Luke does things for his own benefit.
The Force.
But see, he does things for the basis of doing good and against fighting the rebellion and fighting the dark side. So in doing that, he's doing good.
Yeah,
because he's fighting
there's a
the
lot of
dark
things that like
side.
I'm sure you could see Luke or like Obi-Wan Kenobi like do for themselves as well.
Is it like a Democrats and Republican kind of battle in that movie? It seems like it.
No, it's like-
Everything is. Do you know what I mean? Harry Potter. Do you know what I mean? The Republicans. They're the What are the bad guys called in
They're the Death Eaters.
Your Republicans are the Death Eaters. They're also they're also Thanos.
So
and they're
true.
they're Lex Luthor. What's another? Give me. They're the Night King.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're Sauron, dude.
Yeah.
The
How could we
Republicans are
forget?
Sauron, dude.
That's
Actually,
pretty funny.
in more ways than one, because Palantir
Yeah,
was
yeah.
actually named after
After
like
the eye,
the
the-
Palantir from like Saruman has.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that can like see everyone, but like anyone who wields it is like corrupted by it or
Why
something
would you
like
want to
that.
name your shit after that, bro? Like,
Because he's evil. because these people, they have to show that
Yeah.
they're evil in order to do these evil deeds, because they believe that it basically like evens out their karmic debt if they show us that they're doing bad things and then we just accept it, they're like, oh, it was their choice. It was these people's choice for us to do these things because we told them flat out that we're evil.
Yeah, it's like it's your fault for letting.
Yeah.
me do
Exactly,
it.
because if I have an apple stand and I give you and you pay for an apple, but it's a poisoned apple, then I'm a bad guy. But if I have an apple stand that says I'm selling poisoned apples and you still choose to buy it and eat it, am I the bad guy because I told you that I'm selling poisoned apples and you chose to buy a poisoned
So it's
apple?
a way of like displacing blame.
Yeah.
Or it's like if
yeah.
you like it's because that's a funny thing too because like that shows you that they're still scared of like karmic debt or like hell or something. They can't just outright be like the robber barons from the 1800s that are like, I'm fucking evil, dude. I
Yeah.
love this shit. I'm evil for the love of the game.
Like-
these guys are still scared of like God or like karma or whatever's coming around. But I will say with that analogy, I do think in a way though it's more like you're like the only food in the town is apples and there's 5 apple stands and then you go and you kill every single other owner of an apple stand and then you only sell your poison apples and people can only buy the poison apples and you're like, well, it's their choice, you know, you made the choice.
Yeah,
buddy.
no,
You
yeah,
ate that apple,
that
buddy.
could still. I mean, but also the people can go out and pick their apples pick their own apples.
Oh, no, you own the
but
fields.
but they're
But this is the reality, you know what I mean? This is like what it is.
Yeah.
You can't use the internet without encountering one of these, you know, kinds of things. To be fair, we don't need the internet to survive.
Yeah, and
But-
the people that are forced to buy the poison apples should just kill the guy that's selling the poison apples and then fix the apples. You know,
But perhaps maybe it's not as complicated. It's just maybe he has like an army in front of him as well, and the people aren't as well armed as the Apple Man.
yeah, but with the sheer numbers, that they have against the Apple Man, I think that they could overtake that small army that he has because the army is probably only about 2% of the population of the citizens, and so
Of the Apple
of
City.
the Apple citizens, and so the Apple citizens can rise up against the Apple army and then eventually take out the Apple Man, and then they form a cohesive society in which they all pick apples.
Okay.
Dang,
Okay.
interesting.
What
You
if,
guys
so what,
read.
what if they have like a
We're readers.
yeah big Apple fans here. What if the Apple City is also aligned with another city that can't grow apples and really doesn't do anything but
country.
olive
Grape
country.
country?
They have
Olive.
with an olive base,
Yeah.
olive and grape based country. But-
Orange County. I like
Yeah.
that one too.
Orange.
Orange County. Hey, why not? Why not?
Okay, so they're aligned with the olive.
Yeah, and
they're
so they
aligned
actually
with
give
the olive
they give
people.
half of all they give all of the good apples to the olive country,
Uh-huh.
and then the olive country in return gives them absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But it's-
except for like olive assassins.
Yes,
like,
yes.
To kill the people that
Exactly.
are planning on going against the apple.
That's
guy,
what I was going to say.
the
Yes,
apple
the
man.
olive country, which gives us nothing, is
And the bad apples?
No. We give them the good apples.
But what about the bad ones? What do you do?
Dude,
Those are
That's
given to
what
the
we're selling to
citizens.
the
Those are
citizens.
forced.
Get the
Those
bad
are
apples.
that's what you're forcing the citizens to buy.
The bad
Is the bad apples,
Yeah.
the poisoned apple.
Yes,
we
but
gotta-
it's like slow poison. It's poison that makes you fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
It's
makes
just
you
like-
fat and lazy and like want to watch TV all the time.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
rise up against the apple man.
Yeah, and ask people for their geek bar and like just spend $270 on blow, like
Oh.
things like that.
Yeah.
you
Pay
know?
rent? Do they pay rent or not pay rent? Or?
That depends. Sometimes.
Yeah, the apple people, they're a little wishy-washy.
Okay. I like these Apple people.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the Apple people are good people. It's the Apple man who sells the poison apples and his olive country friend that gives us nothing. That's the bad guy.
Truly.
And because the olive country, they might kill like some random political commentator to make us forget that the olive country had a man that had like a sexual blackmail on all of the Apple country's leaders.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bigger apple man. Yeah. The apple man, he went to Banana Island, and they don't want them to know that he went to Banana Island because dastardly deeds happen on Banana Island.
Oh, what, like with more bad apples or what?
No. They get good apples, but
They get the best apples actually.
Yeah, they get the best. They get the golden
maybe those
apples.
aren't too ripe yet.
Yeah, they're eating blossoms over there. Yeah, and so and them eating the blossoms is very bad, very
Yeah,
bad to the Apple citizens, and so.
Oh, yeah.
And
they're
so,
eating our blossoms and then going, "What are you gonna do about it?"
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like right in front of the apple people's face.
Oh my
But-
God.
In fact, it was actually the instead of having the banana island off the coast of say like somewhere where the olive country is, they actually were just like, we're gonna do it down by Florida. And then the guy that owns that club, the guy that owns the banana
That's
club,
Cuban country.
Yeah,
Cigar country.
Mhm. And the guy that has access to that club, he might become the president someday.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Maybe.
A man who was in the banana club, he became the president of the United States. His
Yeah.
name? Joe Biden. No.
Joe.
I was about to say, like, damn. This is
Joe
all
Banana.
factual.
Joe Banana.
Joe Banana.
Joe Banana and Donald Turnip. Those are our two choices.
You know, I do like about your house all the post-its,
Post-its.
Yes.
posters, and post-its.
Thank you.
The post-its became a necessity after a certain point, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the bad apple?
Um,
Was it one of the apple people?
there's some bad apples in this. There's some bad apple people in this.
I think there's only two
Two
apple
yeah,
people.
Yeah. Relatively speaking, I would say.
Why? Who's the third?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
think of
but one we hope turns a new leaf, and then his poisoning starts to seep out,
Mhm.
and then he just poisons himself again.
it. And what one is an orange? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Who's the orange?
We gotta you see for yourself.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. How do you guys
Yeah.
I don't know, exist with so many different people in one house? I feel like it's.
Hey, you're gonna ask that to the average American citizen.
I mean, this is Riverside, but you don't get like a house of like 17 white guys.
True,
Usually
they're
it's-
actually great places. Usually, we would have abuelita, and we would have like uncle sleeping on the couch. You know what I mean?
True,
Somebody has a
true.
baby, of course.
Mhm.
That's the kind of we don't
I
even
feel, I
have.
feel like we have enough diversity, like in this household. I mean, we check the box.
You think-
Yeah, just
Oh.
5 white boys and 1 half white guy.
That's good enough for me. I don't know.
Just
He's like, that's more than enough. It stops here.
There's also like the Mexican family that walks upstairs, right?
Oh yeah, no, they're
They're very
Victor-
kind, very beautiful people.
Yeah, no.
I love them.
Victor upstairs, super cool. I don't really know the other ones, but they did help you with your car.
the ones on the third floor are super
They're
cool.
cool as well.
They're a super cool family. Like, yeah, they helped me with my car once. I talked to Mauro. He's a big fat guy.
Okay.
He's like very cool guy. Very, very cool guy.
Not a fan of that van though. To be honest.
Yeah, I feel that van's pissing me the fuck
Yeah,
off.
we gotta
Ice
get that
cream truck
van
ass.
out of here somehow.
The ice cream truck? Well, what is going on?
No, it looks like a rapist van.
It does look like a
It
rapist
does
van.
look like. I thought someone was staking out the house the first time I saw
Well,
it.
questions
'cause-
were being raised in like the chat with like Kurt or whatever. Like, hey, like there's a suspicious looking van like, parked out back. And they're like, oh no, that's just my boyfriend.
Yeah. And then he also owns the red car that was parked out front for who knows how
Wait.
long.
Oh, that he also owns that car.
Kurt on that?
No, the boyfriend.
Oh, that retard that has the van.
Yeah.
God, I hated that car. I remember though. I told you when there was this at one point there was a van out here.
Yeah.
That was operational. Sorry.
It wasn't even a van. It was like an SUV.
Yeah, like a
Like
Ford
a red,
Explorer, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
It just sat out there for probably like 4 months. Right. And at one point, I did see like a tow truck driver behind it, and I was like, "Hey, fight the good fight, brother!" And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "You're towing it, right?" And he was like, "Oh no, I was just stopping over there real quick." And then it took like another month for them to tow
No,
it.
it disappeared, and I thought it got towed. And then I go to the backyard, and it's just in the back parking lot.
What? Really?
Yes,
Am I
the
retarded?
red car, the red SUV
Oh, no,
that's
no,
back
no.
there that took up my parking spot.
Mhm.
That was on like that. You know that parking spot where I usually park like on the side.
Yeah.
It was parked in the front and
What?
did not move.
So it was operational.
yes,
I think it's
Oh.
it's operational. It's just a matter of like the guy just never really moved.
Just
it.
Oh, then
didn't
what the
move
fuck?
it.
Car, man.
just kept it out there. So he's got 2 cars out back.
Yeah.
He's got a van and then that SUV.
Yeah.
He should be putting that SUV where I park my fucking car
Which is
over
off
on
to
the
the
side.
side, yeah.
because I never see that fucking red car move ever.
Yeah, never once. He should be put to death. If we're being honest here.
Should crucify him in the Jones house backyard.
So do you guys have like select parking spots here, or is it just?
It's I wouldn't want to complicate it like
Yeah,
this
it's
is my
first come, first
parking
serve.
spot. Yeah, I mean if you show up and get the parking spot, you get it. If not, like I usually park
Exactly,
on the
yeah.
side.
Yeah, I park
on
out front.
if there's space.
Yeah, because like
preferred.
if we did designated parking spots for everything, there's like 20 people living on the 3rd floor.
Yeah,
Like,
that's too
Yeah.
much coordination.
yeah. So I would just rather first come first serve. I'm fine with that. If I have a late shift and I have to park on the side, I'm fine with that. But if you're gonna leave your fucking car back there and not move it, what the fuck? You know, I don't
But it's
like
somewhere where
that.
people don't park.
Yes, I've never seen
know what I mean?
I've never seen that van or that SUV move from back there. So
Yeah, same.
I'm
Oh, damn.
guessing that he's just sitting in the house all day,
Yeah.
doing nothing,
Yeah.
and the girlfriend doesn't care about it.
Women, I mean, we talked about this. How how much girls like losers. Do you know what I mean?
So true.
She's probably glad that he's home all the time. That's time they can spend together. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's
Shouldn't
like
keep him
that's
trapped.
why they like. Also, if he's unemployed, like he's not. You know, he's not just fucking because he loves you. He's fucking for his life. Do you know what I mean? He's fucking for somewhere to live.
Oh, I know
You know what I
somebody
mean?
like that. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
We know who it is.
Actually, great fight. I didn't even-
And he knows who it is too. We bug him about it all the time.
He was supposed to be like the first guest on the pod, and then he got and then he got the DUI.
on a different.
Oh, different
guy.
what? Different guy?
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about this after.
Got the
though.
DUI. Is
Yeah,
it what I'm
I'll tell
thinking
you.
of?
No, I don't know. Maybe. Who are you thinking of?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Ricky.
Oh, we're talking about Bergie. Yeah, that's what I
Oh, okay.
Well, I have another guy. Kinda
Oh.
sound, it's not Ricky, but it's.
I thought you were talking
similar.
about Nick Johnson.
Oh, he doesn't have a DUI.
Oh. Oh, so he's just driving drunk, dude.
He's just an expert. You know what I mean?
I was an expert for a while, and then I got the DUI.
But no, he has crashed. I think 4 or 5 cars since I've known
my
him.
God.
and no DUI.
And that's how. But this is the thing is that's how I know that he loves this car because he's had this car longer. Because it's a Scion. You've seen this car, right? That's how I know he loves the car because he's had this car for longer than any car I've ever
Really?
seen him with since I've known him. Yeah,
Okay.
How many cars have you seen him with in the time that you've known him?
like 5.
5?
That's
It was
amazing.
there was a
fuck?
he had a Mercury, and then he had one other car after that. I can't remember what it was. Then he had a red truck, and then he had a little Honda Fit, and now he has the
So he just crashed the cars, and the tow truck driver got there before the cops. Then,
basically, yeah,
fuck, dude.
yeah.
Just my luck that the cops show up 5 minutes after I crash.
And you're pretty close to the police station.
Holy
Oh
fuck.
yeah, yeah.
probably-
It was
Oh, that's
in
actually
Corona,
true,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
like
just
I
bad luck on your part, I wanna
slid out in the rain, dude.
That's how it goes.
Hit a tree. It was
Hydroplane. Yeah.
Huh?
Hydroplane. yes.
Hydroplane.
Oh.
Yep. And I couldn't think of the word when the cop asked me. He was like, "So what happened here?" I was like, the car wheels slipped on the water.
It's fucking like Looney Tunes.
Like it's a banana. Somebody threw a banana peel on the road.
Yeah, I'm playing Mario
I missed the
Kart.
green shell, man. What can I say?
Yeah,
God.
dude. It's so like, so yeah, and then that led me to being sober for a year and a half.
You
now.
moved into a halfway house.
Yeah. Like 6 months later or something.
Yeah.
'Cause I
When you
moved
moved
here
in here
in-
first?
I am.
was-
I think me and Caleb.
Nick's been here the
Me and Caleb
Oh,
are the
yeah.
last men standing from the
That's
original
true.
release. I mean, you technically come back in.
Back,
since
yeah,
then.
but there's 4 original members, but of the ones who've been consistent members, it's him and Caleb.
Yeah, I was here for about 6 months,
Mhm.
and then got kicked out.
Kicked out? Why?
Well,
Well,
if we can, okay. So I mean, I want to go over. This is this is what's so funny, right? This is the thing? Is it so
guilty.
So he was a really bad drinker, right? However, at the time,
Real
none of
bad.
us really had any room to talk. Do you know what I mean? And also, like, I was doing blow, so it was like nobody really had any room to like.
I know you did have room to talk because I did drink way
more. Oh yeah, yeah.
than you guys.
Because there was a point where we kind of stopped, and then he kind of kept going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But the real reason, and you remember this, we talked about this. There was a certain point where the relationship you were in at the time was so bad that we legitimately were like, we need to talk about him with this instead of the drinking.
You remember I've talked about this. I talked to Justin about this. I had like a whole like manifesto written. When I was gonna talk to him. I was so sad I didn't get to use any of it. I felt so bad.
He had like a start new rebuttal sheet. You remember that? Like the rebuttal.
Yeah, because I had the same answers to everything, you know, and like so it's
I was
understandable.
like, okay, guys, we're gonna get ahead of it this time.
Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
God.
Yeah.
So the real reason was it was not the
it
drinking?
was like the relationship I was in. It was like so bad 'cause we
Oh.
were fighting all the time, and it was like bleeding into our friendships and everything. And so like, and then that didn't help with the drinking, and like I wasn't paying the rent I was supposed to.
Oh,
and, like,
because you were drinking.
yeah, I was spending all my money on like weed and alcohol and.
You were the apple?
Mm,
I was thinking skin tone, but okay.
no, that's not what we were talking about with the apples, but
But we'll get back to that later.
Wait, it's not like that. What's that fucking guy on Instagram? The guy that's like, yeah, it's like if there were 13 dogs at a park that were causing 15% of all the violence.
Hermes.
Is that his name?
name's like Hermes is back
Is that
or
his
something
real,
like.
real name Hermes?
I think his real name is Hermes,
Oh, I guess
which is pretty dope. I will
That's-
say
yeah.
Hermes is a dope name.
Yeah.
Like any sort of Greek god name. Like I've always wanted to name my first son Prometheus. I think that would be so sick. Because like every single job application, every single college application, they're gonna be like, "Yo, this cracker's name is Prometheus." You know, it's gonna stand out.
I would name my dog Prometheus, to be honest.
All right.
I don't know. If
Cool it with the slander. That's the name of my son.
That's the name of my unborn hypothetical son.
I'm sorry to your future son, though, man. Shit.
No, that is the worst thing to hear. I had a lady one time at work. She was like, "Oh, my dog's name is Riley," and I was like, "Okay, the fuck do I say to that?" You know what I mean? Like,
you know a lot of Prometheuses?
no,
so
I don't
rude.
know. I don't really know that many Rileys either, to be honest with you.
Wait, you just changed jobs
I
too.
do not know how long the camera's been off.
Yeah.
We've dealt with it before.
We'll just
We'll
put
do
the
it-
logo over
Well,
it.
like I think like a couple episodes ago, we had you basically had to like cobble that episode together, right? Because the camera kept turning off.
Yeah, that's
this
what I'm
kept
having to do with
turning
this one
off.
right now. Yeah, too as well. It just does
Yeah, because it kept turning off like a bunch. So
Yeah,
you'll
so I just have to edit. I should link up the sound like as well as I can.
Shit, yeah.
God damn. Oh, and then you YouTube this, right? Like to see the settings of the camera already, or like you guys have done
I've
all-
went through the settings and everything, so it's that thing where like it probably can't stay on longer than 13 minutes because of the battery and everything. Because the battery does get hot because I keep turning it off, turning it back on, or it turns off, then I turn it back on again. So it does get hot. Like by the time, because we usually do like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know?
It's between like an hour 15, hour 45.
Yeah,
most
yeah,
days.
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Damn. Yeah, no, I still have that struggle. Once I'm rich, I'm gonna get a new camera
100%.
one day because it's such a like.
If I had like
bother.
fuck you money, I'd love to like just like take a room in this house, just turn like a full like setup, like soundproof the walls. Like
I love that
just
you think that if we had
professional
fuck you money, we'd be living in this house.
lighting. I would buy the house. I'm not
Dude,
gonna lie.
real.
Seriously, yeah, I've talked about this. Where like, if I were to hit the lottery, dude, I'd buy out the house.
This one?
Yeah,
The haunted
yeah.
one.
Yes. Oh yeah. The haunted is the best part. That's
It
the
is
best
fun.
part of
There's
the
a lot of
house.
adventures. that,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Have you guys talked about like all those stories and the haunted stuff?
Well,
already?
he's talked to the ghost directly in his sleep.
In his sleep, speaking Latin
Allegedly.
and shit.
Yeah, he was speaking Latin.
What?
But
Is this-
have I mentioned that? Have I talked about this on the pod?
I don't think.
I think so. Yeah,
Probably,
we have
yeah.
talked
I
about
think
it.
it came up in passing.
Yeah.
I wanna say.
Because I was just
Quintus
debating
Dei.
Quintus Dei, carve the blood.
Carve the blood.
God, he was
The Latin
freaking me out.
Carpe diem. Jeez Louise.
Hey, man.
Sees
I
the
was having a
ghost.
bad night.
Yeah.
Bad sparkling water or something.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. Just you hobble into the front yard. You're like, sorry, too many sparkling waters. My bad, man. I'm gone.
They're
Wait,
so good though. They're so
Have you
good.
seen anything?
Me personally, no. I've seen him, and that's
I've
you know,
had some weird ass dreams. I mean, our roommate Caleb obviously has had a number of seizures in this house.
Seizures.
yeah, ghost-induced seizures.
But like they've checked his brain. Like he hasn't gone to the neurologist yet. But when they checked his brain at the hospital, they said nothing was wrong.
They're like, there's barely anything in there, but there's nothing wrong. I don't even know who this guy is, but
But what's it called? One time when I was like real drunk, it was like, 'cause I used to sleep on the couch. There was it could just be me being drunk, but it was dark in there, obviously. But I remember there seeing something like darker in that doorway right there that goes from the living room over here to the kitchen and everywhere. In that hallway, it got like I felt like something was watching me, and I looked in there, and it was like extra dark, like darker than everything else. And then that scared
I kind of had like a dream like that one time. I think I told you guys it was about the top of the stairs.
what?
Yes, yeah.
But I also kind of chalked that up to subconsciously like my fear of Justin at the time.
And
like, sucking the energy
well,
out of
also
the
that
house and
stairwell in there is like
I don't know. I
That
never really
stairwell's
felt.
creepy. The
I just never
stairwell's
felt
it's
comfortable
very
in that stairwell.
liminal.
Yes, 100%.
like
It
it's
reminds
like
me of in The Sopranos when Tony has the dream and he sees his mom
Oh
at the
my
top of the
God.
stairs.
That's
Doesn't it remind you of that sometimes?
Yeah.
When it's about 5 and the sun kind of glimmers through it, it reminds me so much of like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like late afternoon, early
Yes.
evening.
well, one time I forget who it was. I think it was Jared. I don't remember. It was Jared or it was you. That you saw the guy with the plaid shirt in the kitchen.
What?
I don't remember. God, because I remember being there for that incident, but I don't remember because you thought it was Jared.
I think it is. I think it. No. I didn't see the guy with the plaid shirt. It was someone else that told me about it.
Whoa.
Oh,
So,
So,
that
I
guy's
think it
not
might have
even
been
real?
Jared then.
Hmm?
It might have been Jared.
It was.
that saw
I
him
think it
then.
was Jared because like I think it was like a beach day or something. Like we were planning on going to the beach or something, and then Jared said that he saw someone walk into the kitchen with a plaid shirt on and thought it was Nick because around this time Nick was.
I do love.
Nick
my
do be
plaid.
wearing his plaid, you know, and so
Wow.
he didn't hear the door open because the door you can obviously hear open in the back because it squeaks. But basically he Yeah, he saw someone with a plaid shirt walk in there, and then like got up to go talk to Nick, and there was no one in the kitchen.
Oh, he went in to go talk to him, but he was like, "Wait a second, there's nobody in
like,
here."
oh, like
Yeah.
didn't I just see you in the kitchen or something?
Yeah. And then there was another time I was at school.
That was pretty creepy. When I was hanging out in here, I was talking with my sister. She just brought some stuff over for me, and I swear to God, I heard his voice say like "hello" from the kitchen. And so I went out obviously to check and be like, hey, like what do you want? So I texted him like, hey, what's up? And like obviously you said like, hey, like I'm not even home.
Yeah, because you're like Tristan, are you home right now? And I was like, brother, I'm in math class. And then you were like, I swear I heard your voice say hello. And then I was like, dude, there's.
And then you came back from class with some fuck shit. You got me really good with that, dude.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I came
God.
back and
man.
his door was cracked open, and so I
mean.
stood by his door just smiling.
You did that, and then you replicated the hello too.
Oh yeah,
because I was
because
that's what I was tripping out about.
The
I was like,
smiling thing, yeah, it was that was something that was another day, but yeah, I forgot that I did that. I was in the living room and I was just like, hello.
That's crazy.
And then he came out thinking that was happening.
I think it was the
again.
same time actually.
Oh my God.
I remember, because I heard that. I went to the door and your face was like creeping through. I swear, I jumped back like a foot.
Were you alone when you heard the hello, or was it?
I was with my sister, and she can corroborate that she heard it as well.
She heard it too?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Oh my God. No, this is not. I'm out of here after this pod. I'm sorry. I'm never spending the night unless it's daylight and I'm in the backyard.
Or you're drunk.
I'll probably Uber home. I'll be that. It'll sober me up. I'm like, holy shit. Because sometimes you can go into buildings and feel
Bad vibes,
bad vibes. Maybe
Yeah.
like the hair on your arm starts to go up. It's either you got to take a dump or there's something creepy in the house.
There was another time. We were all here for this. We're all in the living room, and our roommate Caleb is saying, he's like telling a story or like what happened that day or something.
This mouse hitting this guy's geek bar, and I asked him to pay my rent.
No, so he's telling us like what was going on throughout the day, and then I hear like a like in my room, because my room's the one right next to the living room in here, and so we hear like a and it sounded like I thought someone was trying to get in my window, because I have a what's it called, like a window AC, and so it's easy for someone to bring their hand in through the little paper things that's where it stretches out, and so I thought someone was like trying to get in, so I opened the door, and this light, it was like a mushroom light that I have a box full of my AA coins, and it was like a light. It was a mushroom light that was propped up. Never has moved in the months that I had it. It was on the floor.
Oh shit!
And then I come back out, and I'm like, guys, my light was on the ground. That's weird. And then I'm like, all right, Caleb, get back to your story. And he's like, I'm having really bad amnesia right now. Like, what the fuck were we just talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he said he couldn't remember anything from the day before. Like, he was
What?
telling us about a girl he was texting, could not remember that he texted her. Like, it was weird. It was very odd. So that's why we postulated that he was possessed.
You know what? I don't even remember. When did we start the podcast? I'm like,
you
I'm
remember
just
when
sitting here.
your pot fell over, Tristan?
Fuck you. I had a cast iron pot that was in my room, and like when all this ghostly shit was happening, I come into my room and the cast iron pot is like flipped over, like upside down. I'm asking everyone, I'm like, did you touch my pot? Did you touch my pot? And everyone's like, no. Freaking out, dude. And I was like, it's in my room. It's attacking.
But
me.
if you remember, it was me.
It was. Yes.
But if you remember correctly, when we were in the living room using the spirit box or whatever, that was a little bit supernatural.
Yes, dude. Yeah, we had
Spirit box.
Yeah, I have an app where like it'll create words that apparently the ghost is trying to say, and there were a lot of things that were correlating with like. Not stuff that we were even saying, but stuff that's happened in the past, and then stuff that's happened that like
because you were trying to figure out like if someone had like put your pot down or like what
yeah,
happened with the pot.
and it had said like
It
like
mentioned-
liar or like deceiver or
liar,
something
deceiver. It mentioned like the kind of car that it said like Toyota.
Yeah,
didn't
it did say
said
Toyota.
and I
It
do
did-
drive a Toyota, and then it
Yes.
mentioned like a past like thing I had happened and whatnot.
Yes, dude, it was
really weird.
it
Really
was
accurate.
wild. It's it said things about Nick, but just like didn't say his name, but said things about him, and so it was basically telling me like, "Yo, Nick flipped your
I
pot."
put-
over."
I got snitched on by a ghost, dude.
If I remember correctly, it said my mom's name too,
What did your mom say?
Cynthia, I think.
Oh
I
shit.
feel like that
Maybe.
came up.
Maybe
I don't know, it was fun.
I can look back at it. I can
Yeah,
look back
check
at
the-
that day and
see what you can
I
correlate.
can see. Well, yeah, I can see all the words that it said.
Aren't they? You know, they say that cats are supposed to be paranormal
Wards.
Like they're supposed to be
They're protectors.
animals that protect you
Yeah,
against
yeah, yeah.
spirits and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's why you guys
There-
have a lot of cats.
There have been less happenings since the
That is
cats
true,
have
that
been
is
here.
very good.
Actually, especially since Siggy's been in my room because I keep Siggy in my room.
Get that.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called? So my girlfriend had told me that when she was like there was a time where because like she was over, but I had to come do the podcast, and so I'm in here talking with them or whatever, and she went to the bathroom. And as she was in there, she heard movement in my room. So she thought I was back in my room, and she had said like my name, but like nothing said anything, and she was just hearing movement. And then she opened the door, and there was nothing.
Interesting.
And that was Siggy wasn't in my room yet. Like nothing was in my room, and so like I have 2 crucifixes in there. Those have not moved. So
They have moved?
no, they have
Oh,
not. They
I was
have
about to
not.
say.
So that's why, like, oh yeah, when that thing happened of the things like of all the blah, 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 like all that, 3 of my AA coins fell. Not all. It was just 3 of them. It was the number 3, or no, it was the number. It was 3. No, I think it was 3, 6, and 11. It was either 3, 6, and 11 or 3, 9, and no, it was 3, 6, and 11 because it was 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. So yeah, it was 3, 6, and 11 that had fallen. It was just those 3. All the other ones stayed up perfectly fine.
God damn.
Do you think the crosses would still work if it was a Muslim ghost? Like if the ghost was like Astaghfirullah, and like you think
They
it
would
still-
work because everybody bows to Christ.
not Allah.
Yeah.
I feel like if a Muslim lived in this house, there would have been some record of it for sure.
They would have kept
Respectful.
high tabs on.
We would have
them.
talked about it on the pod. We'd have a notebook full of his comings and goings.
That's so wild that they have both have like had experiences, but you haven't really seen anything, felt anything, nothing.
This is my thing. This is honestly why I don't believe in ghosts. Is because I have been very frightened of that kind of stuff my entire life, and I have never had an experience. So it's like for me, it's like if something were to happen, like I feel like I would have seen it by now. It's like kind of like you know the Fermi paradox about aliens, right? Where it's like if aliens are real, where is everybody? It's kind of the same thing for me. Where it's like if I've been so actively looking for this kind of thing my entire life, why has everybody else seen it and I haven't?
Well, that's the thing is like that's probably what it is. I think most of it happens to you when you're not expecting it or when you're very like skeptical. Like I've been super skeptical my whole life about ghosts. Like it wasn't actually until I lived in Indiana that it was for sure confirmed to me. Like that ghosts are real because in that house was wild. Like that house was haunted out the gills, dude.
I did hear, dude. I remember this was crazy because not my neighborhood, my parents' neighborhood, but the neighborhood next to that neighborhood is built on like an Indian burial ground. Like they had to when they were building it, they had to have the Chumash come out and like verify the artifact. They had to drive them all the way from Pachanga and like get them to dig everything up. And so like my sister's Girl Scout troop ended because like the mom had to like send the daughter to like some kind of like. Not like a halfway, but she had to send the daughter to some kind of like loony bin basically because the daughter was like seeing stuff like in the house, and so the girls so we couldn't do Girl Scouts anymore. By we, I just did do with my sister, but like I would be like I'd have to wait at school for my my sister for the Girl Scout thing. So like I kind of liked hanging out at school after that, like afterwards, but like we had to stop because she was seeing ghosts and we had to put her in the funny farm.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty fucking.
But that's not my
scary.
experience. That's like somebody else's.
The one like what happened in Indiana, like, so I won't tell my mushroom story, but because that's a long ass story for another day. But one time, because I lived there with my ex, and we had moved into the house, and my dad lived there too, and there would be times where he wasn't home, and we would hear, like, one time we heard, like, somebody clear their throat in the back room, because we lived in the front room right next to the kitchen and the living room. And then there were back rooms, like, which was my dad's music room and then my dad's bedroom, which used to be my grandpa's room, or great-grandpa. And we heard someone clear their throat, like, you know, I've heard a woman singing, like, in the back, and it's very muffled because it's, like, in the back, you know, so, and the doors are always closed.
Yeah.
So it would be, like, muffled or something. We would always hear tapping in the ceiling that would move. So, like, sometimes it'd go in the living room, then it'd be, like, right above our heads, and my dad was like, oh, it's probably just a mouse or a rat, but rats don't tap. Rats don't, like...
They're learning music, dude. They're learning, like, they you know what I
Morse
mean?
code, dude.
Pretty soon you're gonna hear
They're reaching the Stone Age.
yeah, exactly. Like, you're gonna hear a mouse pretty soon. It's gonna be like ba-da-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum, ba-bum, bum.
No,
The TV
but-
turned off, by the way. I'm just kidding. Riley's like, what?
Kendrick Lamar reference, right? Mustard. No, anyways.
Right. What was it? So one time we're making pancakes. We made like a whole batter and everything like that, and we go into, I remember I put the spoon facing away, like away from the ground. It's like a subconscious thing. I don't want the spoon falling or whatever, but I put the spoon in the bowl filled with the batter facing the inside of the counter. And we're waiting for the pancakes, the pan sauce to heat up, so we're waiting for the pancakes to, you know, fucking solidify and everything. So we go on the bed. She goes on the bed first, then I go on the bed, and we hear like a boo. And so stuff fell out of my pockets all the time, so because I was on the edge of the bed, so I was like, oh, you know, I was checking to see what fell out. She gets up, goes around, goes into the kitchen, and is like, she was like, Tristan? I was like, what? And she was like, come here. So I get up, and the spoon is out of the bowl on the other side of the kitchen, like near our door.
Oh my God.
Just on the ground, laying on the ground. And like I have a picture of it, and like you can see the batter on the ground, like a trail from there leading like right like and so it had to have been in the air long enough for it to drip on the ground. And there wasn't a splat or anything, so it didn't fall like crazy, but it was just on the ground. There's no way for us to, I tried every single possible way to rationalize it, or like say like, well, my dad was like, well, maybe it was a rat. And I was like, no. I was like, there's no rat that's going to pick up the spoon and bring it to the other side. They're going to focus on like eating the batter. Or like knocking over the bowl.
Actually, I know a very specific rat who's very good with the kitchen. I know a certain little guy.
Remy.
We've met some smart rats. There was a time when we were dealing with them, right? There was one in the kitchen that we knew it was behind the fridge, right? So me and him were like going at it, trying to grab this thing, right? At a certain point, we lose it. So we're like, oh, it's got to be behind the cereal box. There's no way it could get behind the fridge like that. So I grab one of the cereal boxes. He grabs the other one. And we're like, what the fuck did it go? It's not here. So we're just kind of standing around talking, trying to figure out where they are. Whole time, right, I'm holding the cereal box. I'm just kind of waving around, you know what I mean? Just kind of grabbing it. Yeah. As soon as I put the cereal box on the counter, a rat bursts out of its cornflakes everywhere.
Yeah,
yes.
It
was so smart.
Box.
They're so smart, dude.
Oh, they're so disgusting too, dude. Burn this place to the ground, dude. You got to.
Now we got rid of it. They're gone now.
There was a period of time when it was open warfare in this house. Though.
Yeah. There'd be times I'd get drunk as shit in the middle of the night, and I'd be sitting on the counter in the kitchen, like fucking like Spider-Man posted up with like the BB gun in my hand, just waiting for any sign of movement or any sign of like anything, because I wanted to pop them so bad, dude.
That's so
I
gross.
hated the rats. I hate rats. I can't. I just like if you have a pet rat, okay, but
well, if it's trained and like caged.
Then that's fine, you know, and it's clean. But these things are fucking with our food,
cats
and they're like
are terrible.
they're
I mean, not cats, rats.
Whoa, Timmy! I've seen your likes on Instagram. There's nobody likes it. I do. That's why I really. Anytime I see someone liking like cat videos, I'm like, oh, you for real? You know what I mean? You RN. You a real cat lover.
YN, RN, whatever N you need me to be.
I remember my somebody told me this. It's my grandpa at one point, because they live up in the kind of like they live up by Lake Matthews, kind of like up in the hills, right? And they have like a pretty big. I think it's like a half acre of property, right? And it was somebody told me like my grandpa at one point like just like sat up on the roof and he was like shooting rabbits that were like eating like the garden stuff they had back there. And he was in Vietnam, so I was like, he just missed the good old days. You know what I mean? He's just it's just like old times.
He's just practicing on poor little hares and rabbits. Poor little guys.
I like rats. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really?
They're smart. They're very smart creatures.
Okay, it doesn't matter. They're dirty, and
It's not their choice. They didn't choose to be.
There are other very smart creatures on this world that we don't take a liking to.
You mean like the Trump family?
yeah, Donald Trump, dude.
Donald Blump. Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it though like innate in our genetics to be, or like hereditary for us to fear rats because they are known for?
I would assume.
I can. Yeah. Okay,
Strange disease, eating our fucking food, pissing all over everything,
making
shitting all over everything.
We give them all our apples. Okay. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. No. Like objectively, I can analyze rats and be like they're smart creatures, but I don't want them in my house. Obviously, I'm not saying like I want them around.
Yeah, they're smart creatures. I don't want them in my country. I don't want them paying my politicians off.
We're talking about rats, right, guy?
Yeah.
Oh, the house,
the
right,
worst
okay.
kind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is all. You ever read Mouse?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
They
It's pretty good.
literally make themselves rats.
But we got to be the dogs.
Got to
Remember,
be
we was a dog. We was dogs and
we
shit.
the dogs.
We
We
was
the
dogs and shit.
dogs.
Tim, you have any ghost stories?
Yeah, I do actually. I was thinking about it. Okay, so I moved into this house when I was, 14 years old. I was living in it, and sometimes I'd go to my brother's room, and he would have an extra bed, and I would just go chill in there, and I'd fall asleep in his room. And one night, my brother is on the other side of the room. I'm on the other side as well, and I wake up around 3 a.m. And I don't know why I woke up, but I just did, and I hear footsteps. First, they started slow, just like a slow stud, and then they started to ease into a sprint, and they were coming from the hallway outside of my room, and they ended right next to me. And I forgot to even add the part where as they're running, I'm also hearing somebody laughing, and the laugh was also going at the same pace as the steps. So it started with a ha 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 ha, and then it got aggressively like right in my ear.
Yeah.
And I just pulled the covers over my head, and I stayed awake in my bed for like 30 minutes waiting for that whatever spirit or thing that I was experiencing go away. And after 30 minutes, I decided to like check. There was nothing. And so I woke up my brother, and I was like, dude, did you hear the footsteps, the jogging, the laughing coming into our room? It's 3 a.m. And he was like, no, I didn't hear shit. And so whatever. A week passes. And so I wake up to my brother like ferociously waking me up. He's like, did you hear that like sound downstairs, like somebody throwing stuff in the laundry room? I'm like, no, I didn't hear anything. And so we go to my parents' room, and we're checking on them. My parents are freaking out because my brother and I are standing over them, probably creating a paranormal activity for them. But they're like, who are these people? Whatever. So we go downstairs into the laundry room. My brother's trying to reenact the sounds because he was making fun of me. He was like, you heard footsteps, you heard aggressive laughing, I didn't hear shit. And maybe that's why something happened a week later where he's hearing something and I didn't. Mm-hmm. But that house that my parents live in right now, often there are footsteps or just doors opening and closing. Nothing too crazy, but things like that happen all the time.
Slight poltergeist activity.
Yeah, but that was the craziest experience. I didn't see anything, but I definitely heard jogging, aggressive. I wouldn't say demonic laughing, but a man laughing.
Can I ask this as this is a serious question. Like, do your parents do they love each other?
Oh yeah, they love each other.
And like they like you guys all lived in the same house at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think they weren't just like loving each other? I mean, this is a serious. I mean, this is a dead serious question. Like,
they're running into his room laughing.
Yeah, that's the scary part, because it started from the hallway and they started creeping right next to me, and that's where the footsteps stopped.
Oh, so you heard them coming closer?
Yeah, so it's as if let's say at the bathroom somebody started running, and you heard, and the floors are wood, so you could hear the footsteps run. So that's why it kind of creeped me out, because it's on the second level of the house. The footsteps are coming from wood flooring, hollow steps, and they started slow and ended heavy. Just abruptly. It was a quick 5-second sprint, I guess. So I don't.
Or do you think maybe your parents love each other so much that they were like up late night and your dad was like, I'm gonna fuck with them, we're gonna watch this.
I wish.
I would probably do that as a parent. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, clearly, as I've done with Tristan.
Your wife just like, you're so funny.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think I would. I would do everything in my power to scare the shit out of my kids.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just funny, you know. It's just,
As a kid, would you scare your family members?
yeah, no.
I mean, there's gonna be a limit, obviously.
Every Halloween, we my parents, we all have like a scare off. So like since I'm not in the house anymore, I'm not really a part of it. But like they do a thing where they'll have like a board where they like check off who's scared who and like how many scares they've gotten and shit. And so like they'll like pop out or something or like just do stuff or like little pranks or whatever, you know, just to do stuff like that. But like I would want to get in like costumes and shit and like creep up to my kid's window and shit like that.
That's pretty cool. Like as a kid, what I would do, I was maybe 5 or 6 years old, always trying to scare my parents.
Mm-hmm.
They're adults. How do you scare adults? You don't.
Yeah.
So what I would do, I would put one pillowcase on the bottom of my half of my body, and then I'd put the other one on top, and then I would lay in their bed and wait for them to get home. And for hours, sometimes I would fall asleep in their bed waiting for them. And then
in the pillowcases.
Then, I'm always surprised because they would never come looking for me. I guess they just, I don't know, listened to my brother and sister and just said that I was okay.
Just assumed, yeah.
And then I would just, I'd scare them.
Hell yeah.
Or I'd hide in their little dirty hamper and I would just pop out. I was just a mischievous little kid. I would do stupid things like that.
I remember one time my dad, like, it was like April Fool's, and that's how I know, like, once again, I'm talking about just being tired from work, because like I tried to, like, it was April Fool's, and I like jumped out from like behind my dad's closet, and I was like, and he just kind of looked at me and then just went back and sat down on the couch.
I can see your dad.
You know what I mean? He's just tired, bro. It's just a long, you know what I mean?
He's like, God fucking damn.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Oh my God. Are you close to your dad?
Yeah, now I am. Yeah, I mean, even when I was a kid, like, we were like very close when I was a kid. You know, like everybody, you kind of falter when you're a teenager, but like as an adult, yeah, like, I mean, I appreciate my dad. My dad's dope. You know what I mean? For what he is, like the shit he can do. Do you know what I mean? Like what I've seen, because me and Steve were kind of talking about that when I had him on. Like, yeah, the shit I can, you know what I mean? Like, he's no formal training in like any of these things, and he's like a, you know, like an all-star mechanic. Like, he can cut shit that it'll take like, 90, 100 cuts or whatever for like, like carpenter, and he'll just do it. You know what I mean? Like, he's just kind of eyeballing it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like the shit that I've seen him do. So yeah, no, my dad's sick.
Dude, so your dad's like almost Mexican. He's just very like well-rounded.
That is something. You and me and Steve were talking about that at HK's. That it's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that my dad is like, because I used to have that bit about that where it was like, it's like my dad like talks about immigration. It's like, dude, everything Mexican people do, like you also do. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah,
he's like an honourary Mexican sort of.
Basically, yeah, he's Geraldo Adams, dude. It's like, yeah,
Geraldo.
Like, look at my dad.
Hey, that's Geraldo Adame right there.
Yeah, I'm talking about. No, I mean, dude, like he, no emotional availability for his kids, bunch of religious guilt, like, you know what I mean, comes straight home from work, doesn't say anything, just like drinks a beer, you know what I mean, like, yeah, killer with the cars, do you know what I mean, like, he loves guns. That was, somebody said that, like, they were saying like he said like Mexicans are the rednecks. I told you about this. The Mexicans are the rednecks of like Latin America, right? It's
Yeah.
like they're racist. They like guns. Do you know what I mean? They're
Wear
religious.
cowboy boots,
yeah,
cowboy
shit.
hats.
Exactly.
Even though I'm pretty sure that started in Mexico,
Yeah.
that the Cowboys just picked
The
up.
vaqueros, yeah.
Exactly.
That's pretty true. I feel like you guys give off similar vibes to Riley.
What do you mean?
Like
In regards to
Mexican, unemotional dads that are well-rounded with skills and maybe not emotionally available.
Yeah, my dad does know a lot of shit. He's also like a mechanic, or not like he's not a professional mechanic, but he knows a shit ton about like how to fix anything. Really, like he does all the work for the house. Like if something needs fixing, then he'll do it himself, and if he can't, then he'll call someone. Like that's where I get everything. Like I hate taking my car to the mechanic because they're just gonna fuck you over with prices. So like I just try to fix everything myself and just do everything myself, and I thank him for that. That's like I get that from him.
That's pretty cool.
I do have my biological dad. He was not around until I was like 15 years old.
God damn.
But his last name's Stiegelmeyer, but he does rap in Spanish. So,
What?
Yeah.
Stiegelmeyer way.
Dude, nah, he's a little loco, dude.
Wait, is he Hispanic as well?
No.
What?
No, straight white boy. Like German, like Stiegelmeyer. Like that's his last name.
Meyer. That's quite the name.
Yeah, he loves his he loves Mexico, dude.
He
What
loves
can
his
I
Bad
say?
Bunny, huh?
Hey, you know,
Like
maybe I haven't
a
asked him
50-year-old
about
man.
that.
Like, if we heard that new Bad Bunny, it goes like this, boom, 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 but it's different this time. It's a different song.
No, but
I hate Latin beat, dude.
he's won
Oh, yeah.
awards in Mexico and stuff. Like
What?
Yeah,
I thought you were kidding.
because he's like a big like reggaeton like singer and stuff like that. And then now he just focuses on like education and like make it like help telling kids why it's important to be bilingual and stuff like that.
God damn. Okay,
Yeah.
your dad's kind of.
That's a cultural icon, dude.
Truly,
For real,
truly.
for real. He's
I hope he's cool.
yeah.
to you.
He was actually personal friends with I can't remember what her name is.
With your mom or.
She- His relationship with my mom's a whole nother story. but yeah, he knew, and I'm pretty sure he had relations with like a super huge like Mexican singer. Like she was like huge. Like I asked Darlene
God.
about it because Darlene's family's like from Mexico. Like her mom barely speaks English. Her dad speaks pretty good English, but like they're from Mexico and like they like cried when this lady died.
Selena?
Like, nah, it wasn't.
Was it the one that died like 10 years ago?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
The,
yeah,
like
they-
the like whitish Mexican.
Yes,
like,
yeah. I know who
Hold on,
you're talking
let me
about.
go on the text real quick because like I'll say the name and I don't know, you may know him, but I don't know.
Where are we
Amy
Amy time, by the
Winehouse.
way, so we're not going over too much.
We're just about to hit an hour 30.
Okay,
Oh,
perfect.
perfect.
Oh, yeah,
That's
we got a
perfect.
little bit left.
Okay, so let me go up here. Her name was.
Wait, so do you know any of her like famous songs? Maybe I might know her.
I'll say her name. Like if you know her, you'll know her name. Like
Damn.
everyone.
I'm gonna
and,
go
like,
with Mexican lady that died
Shakira,
10 years ago.
Selena.
Well, he sent
Actually,
me a
not
picture
10
and was
years
like, because I was out with
Mexican
like, because we were out like
singer.
dancing the cumbia and shit like that at one of my friend's birthdays, and like he was like, I'm gonna tell you.
Jenny Rivera.
Yep, yeah, Jenny Rivera.
I just typed in Mexican singer that died. That was the first one that came up.
Yeah, it was Jenny
let me see.
Rivera.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find.
Your dad boned out Jenny Rivera.
He never said that specifically, but there's a
Was there-
picture of him and her.
Was there an implication there?
Yes, and like that. Like, hold on, let me go to the pictures.
He puercoed her.
Because it's
What was the other name again, Tristan?
Jenny Rivera.
Jenny Rivera.
Oh wait, no, I think he sent it on Instagram. Hold on, I think he
pretty
deleted his
Jenny
Instagram.
Wait,
Rivera.
you sent a picture for her and it's like, yeah, fuck this chick.
No, well, because he was like, hey, ask your friends if they know this chick, Jenny Rivera, if they know Jenny Rivera, and so I was like, oh yeah, like they probably do. I'll ask them, and then like he sent me the picture. It's like him and her. I think it's like him and her on a bed or something like that.
Whoa, dude,
Hold on,
scandalous.
Let me find it.
Wow. Yeah, they're just hanging out.
Stiegelmeyer.
Stiegelmeyer.
Wow, this guy was
Stiegelmeyer.
clapping cheeks.
Oh yeah, right here.
Stiegelmeyer? Oh my God, that is Jenny Rivera.
That's them right there.
Dude, your dad looks like Paul Wall.
What?
He looks like, you know, Paul Wall?
Oh, nuh-uh.
He looks like young Paul Wall, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Who was the guy in the cuck
Fucking-
chair taking pictures of you? And
Actually, dude.
real question.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Jenny Rivera, man.
I mean, if it's Jenny Rivera, maybe I'd be there to watch.
Yeah, dude, your dad, like, respectfully, dude, your dad looks straight wiggerish. Like,
Oh
in that
no, yeah,
picture,
no,
dude.
this was his wigger era, dude. like right now he's not much of a wig.
your dad
He's
had
got a
white
wigger
boy
accent,
swag, dude.
but
Yeah, bro, like young Paul Wall, dude.
yeah,
Right? Like, same vibe.
God,
Paul
dude,
Wall's
that-
great, dude. Paul Wall's great.
That does look like your dad.
yeah, he's won awards. He's like it's pretty
That's dope,
pretty
dude.
all right. Yeah. He's got like songs on YouTube and shit like that.
Smash, clap cheeks with Jenny. That's
Yeah.
pretty. That's the biggest
Yeah.
accomplishment.
That's some dad lore, right?
Yeah,
there,
no, that's
dude.
some fucking dad lore, dude.
And he just kept going on with the dad lore until I was like 16, and then he was like, "All right, I'm gonna come meet you," you know.
All right, tight.
Yeah.
He never told you. He never confirmed
confirmed what?
that he clapped her cheeks.
No.
He's like,
Why?
you figured it out.
Yeah, because, like, he said, what did he say? He said, what does he say?
Like, can you send me that picture so I can
bro,
use
look
it
at
later?
this. Hell yeah.
He actually looks hard, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I
hard,
know,
bro.
dude. He looks like that one guy who reads the note on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah,
dude.
that's just what I was thinking of.
Chilindro Sanchez.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, so, let's see.
Nah, he's
Yeah,
cool, dude.
Yeah, he said Jenny Rivera, she was the queen of banda before she passed. We were friends.
We were friends.
Yeah,
but
we-
I mean, this is a picture of both of them on a bed. You can see the bed frame and
Mm-hmm.
the pillow.
But what
So-
if they went on a bed just hanging out?
Yeah.
We hung out a few times, kind of.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. He told his friend, he was like, hey, take a pic real quick,
Yeah, yeah,
and then leave the room. which is crazy because like like he was.
Dude, your dad
just-
was a people's champ, dude. For real, this is fucking
for real,
Paul Wall,
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
Like,
not smiling in the pictures, dude. He'll still do that. Like
I do
like
that.
yeah, he just won't smile in pictures,
Yeah.
which is fine, you know.
Does he tell you why?
What?
Why he doesn't smile in pictures?
No, I think it's just to look hard, you know. And I
Yeah,
think
I feel like a lot of guys have that inclination.
I don't even need to look hard. I don't like how I look like when I smile. I don't like.
Are you talking like a
You
smile
look
with
good
your
in
teeth,
pictures
like,
when you smile, though, dude.
But like my smile is like fake when I'm in pictures, and the fake smile. Like when I'm smiling for real, like I'm sure it's a real smile, but like when I'm gotta do it for pictures, it doesn't.
yeah,
Think of
dude,
something
we-
happy.
come through.
Yeah,
Think of something good.
We go to the
You'll smile for
Euro
reals.
trip because we went to Europe together, and he took a bunch of pictures where he was just like.
Just mogging, dude.
Just mogging me, dude. He was.
Looks maxing. That's important.
Dad maxing, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He is just kind of mogging, dude.
Your
Dude,
dad
he
looks
looks-
Mexican, bro.
he- All right, yeah, he does have like the look. Yeah, I think it's just because the people he was around for so much of his life, you know, they like
Embedded themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
He became Mexican by association.
Yeah, dude.
He is just mogging, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He makes it look effortless too. I appreciate
Yeah.
For real, he's just so good at it.
No, he's a cool guy.
Did he take a test? Or actually, why was he not around? If that's not too deep of a question.
Cause what he explained to me, like he just didn't feel like he was ready to be a father, you know, and like with the whole thing, I don't really want to air it out on the pod, but like with the whole situation of how he met my mom and the situation my mom was in, because they met in the military, so my mom was in the Air Force, he was in the Marines, but there were some other factors that were going on in which why he couldn't be around. It was just like, it was a lot
Vietnam?
of shit. No.
It's like I'd love to be your father, but you know Iraq and all.
Bro, hey, that'd be sick if that was the reason, but no. It was, I could talk about it after the pod, but I don't know,
That's fair.
That's real.
in case my mom watches this or something, I don't want to air her stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
She
you're
was
right.
a fan of the pod though.
Yeah, she does like the pod. She always tells me to send her the YouTube videos.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Oh, dude, can I
would
tell you
hope.
I got aired out by somebody else in my family for the pod.
What?
Because I was like hitting your vape on like one of the last episodes.
Yeah.
So this is what my grandma does. She will because I kind of told her it's not like 80-year-old friendly. So what she does is very sweet. Is she just puts it on the TV and then just has it like she mutes the TV.
What?
You know what I mean? She's like I just want to see him, and I was like, oh god damn it, I can't
That's
even give it.
great,
So,
dude.
but, then
That's sweet.
but she told my mom, she was like, I saw it, and Riley was smoking in the video.
Damn,
I was like, come on,
dude.
like
Damn.
But it was so sweet, I couldn't even be mad at her. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
so-
Exactly.
Dude,
I don't think
grandma
I've gotten
snitching.
any like family blowback for the pod yet. I don't think any of them even watch it.
I don't have said anything bad about any of my family. You know what I mean? Like,
I love my family.
yeah.
I
Same
hope
here.
so. Man.
My family's cool as hell.
Damn, dude, there is always some pushback. Like I remember some of the first episodes that I had out. My brother, sister, their friends, their families, their cousins would listen sometimes, and eventually, my parents would come up to me and they're like, "Did this happen?" I'm like, "How do you know that?"
Mhm.
And then they would tell me, "Well, this person listened to the podcast and they told me about it, and now I'm talking to you about it." To this, I'm like, "God dang, take it easy. Don't listen to the podcast. Don't believe it's all lies."
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's that's what is it? That's kind of the core of what this brings. Like you're gonna share things, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
even if it's your family, people are gonna get offended. So
You have to be okay with that, like being out there and whatnot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
we're just being honest. What's wrong
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah. For real, yeah,
True.
what, you liberals, you bunch of woke liberals crying over my
Crying over some words on a podcast, man.
Yeah, what do you guys some BuzzFeed liberals? dude?
Yeah, dude. I will eat your liberal ass.
Vampire, patriot, vampire, next level, patriot, vampire.
Retard.
No, but see, according to Justin's law, he should be going vampire, evil.
Oh, Alex Jones.
Yeah. Dude, that means his impression's good. All right, Justin, you got him. You got him. Man.
You got him, dude.
Evil. All right.
dude.
I think.
Go
Hour
wrap
and a
it
half.
up.
Yeah, wrap up.
Wrap it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrapping it up.
All right. Timmy, you got anything you want to plug?
Yeah. Guess
Any
what?
shows?
I guess the same things. CKs every second and fourth Thursday of the month. High
Great
Point. Next one will be, I think, October 11th. Still putting that lineup together. Three Guys One Booth, really fun pod. Had Riley on there. I'll have to get your boys on.
All
It'll be
right.
fun.
Hell
You'll have
yeah.
to help me
Hell
deep
yeah.
dive.
I'm down.
Well,
for
that'll
it.
be a lot of fun.
And
actually.
I'll
If you-
definitely have you drop by too
collab.
when that happens.
Of course.
If you ever have a conspiracy pod,
Yeah.
gosh,
I'll-
dude,
I'll
him
happily do
and
it.
him and what's the other
Homer?
guys? Bro, that would be like
Me and who?
His one of his co-hosts.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of like I'm trying to think of like okay, this is I don't mean this to sound rude, but it's like the not pussy liberals. He's kind of like one of those. Do you know what I mean?
Why would that be
Really?
offensive? That's actually pretty cool.
Like he's like, 'cause yeah, but because I always call him like tough guys against Trump. That's kind of like Justin's dad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, kind of. So that would be a battle for the ages. You know what I mean?
I mean, I also don't really like Trump anymore. You know. I
No,
don't-
but it's like, it's in a different way.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's more of like a Donald Blump, Orange Man Bad type
Yeah,
of.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah, dude.
I wonder I like you.
I'd
oh my
be-
god.
I think,
mean-
or they would get knowing Tristan, they would just get along beautifully. You know what I mean? They would be best friends by the end of the episode.
We actually agree on a lot more than we thought. So, what's your stance on Israel? I may not like them for a completely different reason, but we're on the same page.
Yeah, it's
here.
like it's like we think the same things. You just call them Israelis.
I didn't like Israel before it was cool. Okay, I'm on like a 12-year streak.
Yeah,
dude.
I didn't even know how they treated the Palestinians.
Yeah.
12 years? Wait, are you serious?
Oh yeah, I've hated Israel ever since I like found out about like 9/11.
Hamas
probably.
and
No, Hamas wasn't around when I didn't like him.
What's Netanyahu? Giving
Netanyahu,
cash to
yeah.
them so that he could promote their Hamas.
Oh
group.
yeah, 100%. Like the whole October 7th thing. Like I think the UN just released a report that like Hamas wasn't doing that. And even Charlie Kirk came out and talked about it. He was questioning the October 7th thing because he was like, I went to the border and he said you can't walk 5 feet without seeing a 19-year-old with an AR-15,
Yeah.
like an IDF soldier. Like it is tight security. So for them to go in and rush on that October 7th thing, he said he was like questioning it heavy. And we see what happened to him.
Well,
Tristan, I think we
the
lost the
camera
camera.
is off.
God
yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, we do.
Hold on, yeah. Let me get the camera back on so we could all do our.
Yeah, do a one
Wrap
little
up.
last shouts outs.
Sure.
There we go. Okay, anything else you want to plug?
And then my IG, Timmy140, TIMMY140. That's about it.
All right. I got let me see. On the 19th, I'm opening for C's at the Rock Gallery. On the 4th of next month, we're having another Mobile Homies here at 3460 Lime Street in the
Fuck
backyard.
yeah.
Feel free to come.
On what day?
October 4th, Saturday.
Okay,
First Saturday
okay.
of every month.
October
Nice.
4th.
October 4th. October the 19th, I will be at Chatterbox in Covina. November 15th, I will be doing Road Dogs in Pasadena at Barney's Beanery. And I also have something coming out on Tubi, according to the guy that we filmed it for. So-
Soon?
Yes.
Really?
When?
I don't know. He didn't give me the date.
What kind of
but he did
royalties
say-
you gonna get on that?
Probably nothing. But, you know.
It'll be
wasn't-
out there. I mean,
It'll be
Still
out
out
there.
there.
It'll be
It will
me,
be out
C's,
there.
Johnny Gold, bunch of people, you know. I really, honestly, I was not a fan of my performance in it, to be honest with you. I really didn't think I did that good. So, honestly, don't watch it. But, like, you know,
I'm gonna watch it.
it's
I'm
going
gonna
to be
watch it
so
you should
bad.
let them watch.
All right. And that's been Let Them Watch.
Well, hold on. I got a
Oh,
plug.
that's right.
you have something to plug?
November 13th through 16th, I will be in A Christmas Carol at RCC.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know when tickets are going to come out, but I will be in it. So if you saw my last performance as Mozart, this one's going to be pretty sick too.
That's pretty sick.
Your
It was tight.
co-host, Nick Jenkins. I'll be here next week, as I have mostly since December.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
So yeah, this
thanks for having
I'm
me.
Tristan
Another episode.
Andrews.
Riley Adams.
Timmy Maldonado.
Nick Jenkins.
It's been Let Them Watch.
Let him watch.